Good morning, good evening or good afternoon whenever you are watching this. I'm Autumn Blossom and welcome back to the channel. Just another vlog day today. I haven't got a whole lot planned and I just want to get some more words down on the page. I have realised that I'm actually struggling with the whole just write and don't go back over things, but yeah, I went over the last like 5 chapters the other night with Adam just to check them, and there's a lot of editing that I'm gonna have to do on my second draft, but I'm trying not to edit. I mean, I'll read through a chapter and put some notes in, but nope, nothing. So today I am just, the plan is just to write and maybe start editing or continue editing the 5th draft. I'm not too sure yet, but the one goal, right. So, I'm all set up. I'm also watching some stuff on Netflix. The TV is behind the camera, so sorry if you hear any of it. I'm watching at the minute 60 Days In, and the reason I'm doing that is because as much as I don't know how realistic the show is, it's based in American prisons, and it's about people who have not been convicted of crimes going into these prisons. The reason that it's all been set up is that the sheriff or the head of that jail doesn't like how it's being run. It doesn't like, there's a lot of drug problems, a lot of violence, so he's sending people in. It's kind of like Secret Millionaire when the boss went into disguise and worked with his like lower members of staff to see what they actually thought. It's that kind of a scenario, but I'm kind of watching it to see that kind of person, to understand how, in a sense, bad people react with each other, so that I can kind of, because when I come to writing the more darker sides of human emotion, or when my main character, for instance, goes into like a black market or something along those lines, I can kind of take some of the characteristics from the people that I see in this and write it. Not necessarily saying that this is what they're like, because for all I know, this is all fake. I haven't checked, I'm only on the 2nd episode, but I think it's a little insight and a small idea of what it's like. Again, there's no other way of me knowing without watching some documentaries, but this is just the start of it. So whilst I'm writing, I'll also be watching. I got my toast, my tea and my laptop. We're good to go. So I am struggling at the minute. Just to kind of word it for you, I'm going to say the characters' names. So basically, my book is going to be multiple points of view, in multiple places in the world that I've created. At the minute, I've got Ray, Kulik, Aspen in one place, Ray being the main character. And then in the other, I've got basically everyone else, but the point of view is from Cal's point of view. Now, I'm finding it very easy to write from Ray, Aspen and Kulik's point of view anyway, because where they are, I knew about, I've already researched, I know what I want to write there. But with Cal, I have taken him to his home clan, and I knew that he was from this clan when I planned out Cal, but I didn't really plan out the clan. I didn't like traditions, where it's really based, expectations of him, and why is he no longer with the clan, blah 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 blah. But they've gone to this clan and we've met his uncle, which is a character that I basically made up like that. So I have nothing on his uncle. His uncle is the clan leader, and Cal's mother and father, so his uncle's brother and sister-in-law, were meant to be clan leaders, but they left the clan with Cal when he was younger. So Cal technically is meant to be the next in charge, but the uncle took it instead because he wasn't there. So that's like the bones of the issue. But I need to create more depth in it because I'm writing stuff without really understanding why he feels this way or would he feel this way. So my plan is now for maybe an hour or so to just do a quick kind of mood board idea thing about Cal and his history, because I need that to understand why he'd interact, to understand how he'll interact with his uncle. Will there be a love-hate relationship? Well, I don't know. So that's what I'm gonna do. So my battery died. Gotta make lunch now. So. Basically, I have planned it out kind of. I did like a small paragraph of Cal's story and kind of who's going to stay with him throughout the story. Not so much the backstory because I've kind of got that down. Mom and Dad left, took him with him, so it's not really his fault. I've written little key bits about like his childhood because he was probably about 10 when his parents left. So I'm going to write about his memories mostly as he develops as a character during his time in the clan. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich, take a break for a minute and not put too much pressure on myself that I can't get the whole story down, because at the minute I'm still developing it. Like I know where I want to finish it, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. So what I've started to do is kind of write little paragraphs of ideas that I want, just to know where I'm going to place them. So for instance, I know that I want a ball to happen, so I've written that kind of scene out in like bullet points or like a really small paragraph. I know that I want to have a celebration about the moon and stuff like that, so it's all there. Plan. Sandwich making time. So I'm going to stop writing now and move on to editing. I am really struggling with this chapter. I got to a comfortable stopping part on it, so it's okay that I do this, but yeah, I think that maybe reading through starting on my 5th draft of the first book will be a way to kind of recap on tiny little details about the characters that I feel like I'm struggling to remember. And hopefully it will give me some inspiration on what I want to do with this chapter. Even if I manage to finish this chapter, I don't know what I want to do for the next chapter, so either way I'm going to be stuck. So I think editing's the way to go for the rest of the day. I don't quite know what to do. It's not writer's block, it's just I'm not feeling it. Like the scenario that I put them in, I'm just struggling with it, but I can't, as it's like the first draft, I feel like I just need to write through it and ignore all my doubts, because at least there's something written and I can decide later, yeah, I like it, no I don't, let's change it up. But by then it's already written, so I know how I got to the end. Because what I used to do was write a chapter, edit a chapter, then write another chapter, then edit the next two. So like I would edit as I went, and it did give me more inspiration, but it came to a part where I was just focusing on like 5 chapters, and like the first chapter is done perfectly, but then the last chapters are really sloppy. So this time around I want to write it all and then edit it all, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it for writing. Just get down to editing. What I'm going to do, because I've got some highlighters in the mail on the way here, so I'm just going to read through today and scribble down on a notebook page numbers and ideas, and like in the margins, and anything else editing wise I'll read through again and actually highlight the editing and things. So yeah, time to edit. It's nearly 4 o'clock now, and I gotta start thinking about making tea, and I really want to spend the evening with Adam, as I haven't actually been able to see him the past couple of days because I've been at work. We're basically on opposite shifts. It's a whole thing. Anyway, managed to read a couple of chapters of the first book, Insurrection. I've got a lot of notes, which is good because it means that I have quite a lot to do, but yeah, I'm not going to edit anything until I've read it through. Like I said, I'm waiting for the highlighters to come so I can properly highlight what I want to change and colour code everything, because that's just how my brain works. I'm happy with where I got with the writing. I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't manage to finish the chapter, but at least I wrote something. I think I'm just struggling to stay focused on it at the minute. I'm hoping to have like 2 days completely to myself where I can just write and focus on it, because I feel like the first day is just getting it back into the roll of things, and then the second day is where like inspiration strikes, but I don't get that because work and things, which isn't an issue. It's just I would like 2 days off in a row. So yeah, kind of uneventful vlog, but a vlog nonetheless. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know your kind of writing experiences. Do you struggle writing chapters, and what do you do? Do you just bunk it off? What do you do when you struggle with a chapter? Do you try and push through it? Do you leave it? Do you leave that chapter and write the chapter after? What? Because honestly, any tips would help. So yeah, if you like what you saw, leave a like and a comment down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and that bell to get notified every time I upload. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.